Bruh.
I like it when
Thumbs up.
Pac-Man says eat balls.
Guys, this really was the Xenoblade Chronicles.
This really is the Xenoblade Chronicles. What are you fucking talking
We're not
about?
streaming.
We're not streaming, we're recording.
I
Oh
know.
no, you're actually editing this now, are you?
I'm not editing shit. I'm just cutting out this opening bit, and then I'm just fucking uploading it tonight.
Thumbs up.
Gas.
Alright, well, anyways, here's this bit. Hey everybody, it's Space King Scott, and I'm joined by a bunch of my friends, and I beat Xenoblade 3, and now I don't know what to do with my life, so I'm gonna rank all the characters on a community-provided tier list, because I don't know what else to do right now.
Damn.
Understandable.
That's sad. That sucks.
They don't have the queens on there, I don't think. You know.
Hey guys, and welcome to Space King Scott's ASMR stream.
Fuck you, you dick!
For the next 10 hours, he will regale you with the lore of Xenoblade Chronicles while you just sit there and listen.
Lo-fi Scott explains Xenoblade Chronicles lore for 8 hours. I could do that.
Lo-fi
Do it.
Alex.
You won't. No
Lo-fi.
balls.
Alright, so
Lo-fi Alex.
to introduce the tiers, we have the Jujanus. We have the infamous donkey quote.
Also, we can't see this.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
streaming
that's
it.
right. That's right. That's what I said by you're not streaming.
Bum bum bum.
There it is. Okay, let's see this shit.
Alright, the tiers, we have Jujanus, the infamous donkey quote. I'm not really feeling it. Alex Jones' Joe Rogan interview with the Xeno cutscenes playing over it. This really was the Xenoblade Chronicles. Crashing the mobile house into artillery, and Naponis. Obviously, all of these names are fucking ridiculous, so we're just gonna call out the color.
So the top one is no penis, correct?
Naponis.
No penis.
You're not
We're
funny.
saying the same thing here.
No, you aren't. You're not funny.
Become funny.
What's a
Please
funny?
Please become funny.
You forgot the funny.
Anyways, I already did one because, I mean, we're
It
not.
was unanimous.
Yeah.
No, Juju is top tier. This is non-negotiable.
No.
Alright, explain
This
why.
is not. We are not taking.
Explain why.
Because
I
he's
will
so
read that your
powerful
ass.
that he cannot join the party.
So.
Oh my god.
Wait, so he's oh god, what was that commander's name in Final Fantasy IX who everybody wanted to join your party but never did?
He is a
Fuck, what-
child.
Fuck, what was
Don't
your
worry.
name?
Yeah,
I don't know.
just for the meme
Anyway,
factor.
Flame is just shit. Flame is just shit posting.
Shulk! Oh boy.
Chris, that was it.
I feel like
I
Shulk
wonder
really
what
well-
tier we should
move
put
on.
Shulk in.
This is gonna have obvious Xenoblade 1 spoilers and 2 it's 3 spoilers.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers.
You're gonna dip
Probably.
out when you get to 3, that's fine.
Alright.
Yes.
Or, no, I'm just gonna put this here and no one's gonna argue with me. Alright?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
got too many
fine.
characters to rate. I
Alright.
think it's
Oh.
like what?
Ryan.
60 of them?
We do not need to explain. If you've played the games,
Crashing-
you understand.
Probably
I
Yeah,
mean,
two.
Artillery-
okay, I will actually counter a
artillery.
little bit with Shulk. He doesn't do a shit ton of growth throughout the entire game.
I mean,
He's
he
kinda
comes
just,
out of his shell.
I'm the nice guy, and I got a sword.
I got it.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
all
one
right.
of those I hate nice guys.
he's-
We know
so-
what kind of woman you're looking for now.
Well, he doesn't have any real arc.
He's
Yeah,
a
he does.
scientist. Yes, he does. He's a scientist. He's stuck in his shell. He secludes himself from the rest of the world. And over the course of the game, he completely destructs who he used to be in that regard. Becomes a proper leader. There's like elements about himself like that if he was that way throughout the entire game would not work. Ryan repeatedly calls him out for the behavior of being reclusive, how he gets the power of visions, and through Ryan intervening within him, within his growth, he figures out, like, no, this isn't going to work. If we're going to actually do this shit, I need to trust you all, and he does. He learns to do that. He stops just paying solely attention to his own intuition and living within his own head. He takes in the people's opinions and lives around him, He becomes the leader that they need, and it's through his actions that they change the world.
Is it really that deep?
Yes.
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 I did not see
mean-
90% of that in the entire fucking game, and I played all of it.
Well,
I mean,
you're
if
right.
nothing else, like, his whole thing is, I'm going to kill all the robots, and then he goes to kill all the robots, and you're just like, you know, I don't really need to do this anymore. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, there's that too. That's the obvious one. I was mostly talking about the subtextual things there.
Yeah.
The subtext isn't like that point, like at all, though. It's like, yeah, he went from being a scientist to wielding the Monado, but that's just kind of like how fate took him. That's not his arc. That's
Yeah, actually it is, because the thing is that they actually addressed this. When Zanza was in control of Shulk, there was like a question there that had to be asked when he was with Alvis. Was that really all Zanza that all along? And was that really pointless? And Alvis points out to him, no, it absolutely wasn't. Because you still have the will to grab the Monado, to grab your future.
and to be fair, Shulk's kind of half a person anyway, so like, it makes sense if he had half a personality.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways,
You
moving
need
on to
kick him in
Ryan.
the balls.
Yeah.
Crashing the orange. just
Crashing the
orange.
mobile. Yeah, Ryan is a bro.
Yeah.
He is a bro.
Yes.
All right.
It's
well, we
always
got what
Ryan
this
time.
to be.
Fiora.
Oh boy, this is
Uh,
going to be a heavily contested one.
Best waifu
Uh,
next week.
I'd say whatever B is equivalent to.
This
No,
really was
I'd
the
say
Xenoblade
C.
Chronicles. C. Why is that?
It's like, because like I do like Fiora. It's just that once she comes back to life, she doesn't really do anything.
You know what? That's fair, I guess.
She's kind of just there. Like,
But
yeah.
just
It served more
Like-
or less as the kickstart for Shulk to go, I want to fucking kill the robots!
the sheer
That's all
anger
it was.
Shulk's voice after Fiora dies.
I think that the
So-
problem with that is that it's relegated mostly to heart-to-hearts, and most people don't read those. After
So
the events of Mechonis Core and they reunited, Shulk declared, like, Fiora basically was like, she like thought like for certain that, like, you know, Shulk isn't gonna like her anymore because of what happened to her. But during the final heart-to-heart on the Fallen Arm, Shulk was so dead set to be with her, even despite what had happened with her, that despite everything, like, he was prepared to just, like, after this adventure was done, despite the fact that he was going to be saving the world, he was prepared to just uproot all of his entire life and just move to some random place in the middle of the fucking woods to be in peace, because he understood that the rest of the people around them wouldn't accept that. And Fiora, like, that's the moment where you're supposed to put it together that Fiora becomes fully committed to him. But that's all, unfortunately, relegated to a heart-to-heart, so, you know. Side content.
I feel like they should
Yeah, I kind of didn't play much side content. Kind of
I feel
sped
like
run
they
the
should
game.
judge based on every bit of content in the game, but where it is does matter.
Dunban.
all right. Dunban, we should create a new tier, a new tier above red called Giga Chad, and that should be where Dunban is in the discussion.
That's Dumban over there. How about we just make a singular?
Let's hear your
here.
wording, Flame. How do you feel about Dunban?
I don't know, like probably either A or B, really.
I'd say a bare minimum.
I'll say A, because he's a mentor character that doesn't die. There you go.
That's
There you go.
Dunban up there.
I mean, how can you kill him? He takes off all his clothes and then dodges everything.
I can't believe. I can't.
So he's
All right,
Goku?
next.
I can't believe
Charlotte.
Dunban.
You got a lot to get through.
Charlotte.
See,
I'd say like the worst character and party member in Xenoblade 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's,
heard she's
that's
like the-
not
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I've heard
debatable at
she's-
all.
yeah, I'm saying C to be nice. I'm saying C to be nice.
Yeah, she's probably the least
Like-
important. She's probably the least important main character of one.
She
Like,
kind
she's
of is
fine.
like a muted version of how Shulk lost Fiora at the beginning. She lost Gattle, and then, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And the
That's it.
dynamic between Ryan and
And then
Charlotte.
guess what? It's the exact same resolution. Turns out Gadolt's with the mech on, and guess what? So was Fiora. It's the same fucking plotline twice.
Except
One's with the main character and one's with a healer with a sniper.
Although I do like how that one resolves differently because Gadot did give his life to save them.
I mean, technically you could consider Fiora being part of the party and fighting, all that shit, to be giving up her life for the party technically as well, because they're all fighting their
I
life.
think that's
That's stretching.
Just because she didn't
That's
die
stretching.
doesn't mean she didn't give her life for it.
I would say there's a difference between dying for a cause and putting your life on the line for a cause, but that's completely different.
It's dying for a child or risking your life to save a child the same thing.
Anyways, moving on. Melia,
S tier. Is this debatable?
S
No.
plus tier.
is it higher than Shulk?
No.
Yes.
Probably.
I'd say Melia
Yeah.
goes in, like A.
Yeah, higher than Shulk.
Melia had more character development than Shulk, in my opinion.
You know what? Is as much as a Shulk fanboy as I am, I can't even deny that. Fuck.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
you necessarily
Yeah,
need
no,
to-
Melia deserves to stay at the top of
She
Giga
had
Chad.
Future Connected was her fucking main story.
Yeah,
quest.
she was such a strong side. Like, she was not the main protagonist, but she was such a good character on the side that the entire bonus campaign could be dedicated to her. So you know what?
And
That's fair.
Xeno 3 spoilers, I guess.
Shit.
She's also one of the main heads.
Yeah. She's a
So-
character that remained relevant game over game, so that's another point.
She's been pretty much top tier for 3 games. So
One of the perks of having a really
Anyways,
long life.
I gotta go. I'll be right back. I gotta leave for work.
Okay. Ricky.
S tier Giga Chad.
No.
Who?
I'll say maybe
This
A.
really
It's
was.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Put him
Yeah.
at least in C. Come on.
He did father Kino.
That's
Okay.
I'd
He
say
Not
has
good
to
enough.
go in
I
B.
want Kino to be
Put him
higher
in
than
B.
his dad.
Put him in B, because Kino has to go in A.
Yeah. Yeah, Kino has to go in A.
Bumcar.
All right, this is one that I'm probably gonna step in
Who?
and might give a controversial opinion on. I'd say A or
Alright,
B.
I
at
see
least.
going.
Yeah,
A or
I'd
B?
say like A or B for Mumcar. I kind of like Mumcar's villain.
Yeah, because if we're especially because I assume we're counting him as his time as Metal Face.
Yes.
Yeah, then I would honest to God say A because Metal Face is such a good villain.
You know what? Like, he's not like a
Alright.
particularly depthful villain, but he does do the job well, and he's like funny. He's like scene cheery.
Yeah.
And there's that moment where like he like says, "Oh, I cut through her like a hot knife through butter." Like,
Yeah,
fuck you.
Metal Face is the same way I feel about Frieza. You are not a deep villain, but my God, you are fun
you
to
are-
watch.
Yeah, you don't have to be a deep villain to be a good villain.
Like,
Exactly.
you really care about the personality of Michael Myers.
Zord.
No,
All right,
Michael
this-
Myers.
this guy.
how do we feel about Zord / Bronzeface?
Isn't he kind of
I guess D.
I
D,
often forget
like,
that
at
he
the
even
highest.
exists.
He's the main villain
D
of
at the
Charla's arc.
Oh, him.
Eh.
C, D. I just don't really care.
I did
Nah.
like.
Doesn't he even get like recycled as a boss later in the game?
So
Like,
Yeah.
basically, what happens is that he is what's known as a mass-produced face unit. Basically, when Agiel was first inventing the faced mechons, what he did was that instead of like doing the mechanized versions that would later come with Fiora, he simply integrated Hom's organs and biological components into the internal components of Mechon. It had the same effect, but it wasn't as effective because they lacked memories of their previous lives, as well as were just because they were mass-produced, they were shittier. And Zord is the first one of that, and he has some vague recollections of who he truly was, and he alludes to that, and it's an important part of putting the puzzle together that about the mystery behind the face Mechon. He's cool for that. He's also like a funny villain for Charla, but he doesn't have the presence of Metal Face. Anyways, Gadot.
I don't know. C, I guess.
I'm back.
C, I guess, yeah.
Actually, got a character you can talk about. You're probably gonna have a
Gatto.
seizure over where you want Gatto to be.
Who?
Gatto. Charlotte's husband. I mean, boyfriend.
Oh, Ghetto?
Oh, dead Charlotte's dead husband. Yeah.
Didn't have enough of a connection to him at the beginning of this story for me to really feel like his death was super important. Although I understand how it was important for Charla. Just kind of feels like an easy, oh no, death to me, you know?
Okay.
Oh no!
Maybe we
Anyways.
just put him
Oh
with
no,
Charla.
anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
just put him with
like-
Charla.
Yeah, honestly, we don't really know enough about him for me to really care about him.
S tier.
Exactly,
for
that's the
Eggle.
main part.
Egil is another top of the tiers.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was gonna say.
What was Egil's purpose again? I completely forgot.
He was
who
the
Egil
leader
was.
of Mechonis, and basically the whole thing about him was that
Oh, yeah, okay.
he was.
Your sword did not cut deep enough.
That is one of the greatest lines of JRPG history.
Yeah, he was
All right,
basically,
let's
he was
move
basically the
on.
he was basically the fault.
He was an
basically
easy B tier villain.
he was basically the false villain until Zanza.
Alvis.
It's a
Pretty
really-
cool.
He said some
Kind
really
of.
important things to the
B.
Xenoblade plot.
He's
Yeah, he-
cool, but
I'll put him in B maybe because like aside from him just being basically a walkie-talking plot device, that's about it.
I did
Yeah.
like the notion that like he's more mechanical and like strange because unlike his brother and sister in Pyra and Malos, who resonated in and became human-like, he never really experienced that, so he was more of a machine the whole time.
yeah, I
Although,
feel like I feel like I would like him more if if they end up pulling the trigger on that idea of in like Xenoblade 3's DLC if they do a crossover if he and Pyra actually meet.
I would
'Cause I
love
feel-
that.
Because I feel like there's something you could get out of that, of the two of them realizing that they're actually family.
Yeah, Pyra
Although,
and
like,
uh,
now
I
that
mean,
I'm thinking about it, like, if he's a blade, how was he awakened?
that's a good
Like, how does
question.
that work?
That's a good
Because
question.
he doesn't have
Maybe
a
he's-
driver.
Is he in resonance with Zanza?
If he's in resonance with
I
Zanza,
mean, he
he's,
could
he's
be.
one, if he's in resonance with Zanza, he's probably one powerful motherfucker.
I mean, he does hand Shulk's ass to him.
Or you know what? Aegis's work differently. They're fucking weird. Let's not question it too much. Callian.
Good boy, but I don't remember him that much. He was
Callian.
nice to Melia.
Honestly-
They were quite
Callian
like him.
reminds me of Marth. He went onto the front lines in the battlefield during the war. That dude's a
All
chad.
right, A.
He's like the one nice guy in Melia's family.
Yeah.
Emperor Saurian.
C.
He's there to die.
Yeah,
Plot
I'm being.
device.
You know what? No. And you know what? In fact, get him out of C. Put him in. I'm not really feeling it.
You know what? He stopped them from going to Prison Island, and
I-
that would
I
lead to
put
them
him in
getting
B.
himself killed. Fuck him. You'd say B?
Honestly, I like the fact that he was just a fair king.
Okay, you know what? You know what? That's a good argument. I'll bump
Okay,
him up
yeah,
a
that's
grade.
Alright.
okay. That's fair. We can meet in the middle and just say he's C.
I
tier.
did like his faith in Melia, though. Like, there's the whole, like, you know, political bullshit over how, like, it's controversial that Melia is a half-blood, but Melia is the one that's set to inherit the throne over her brother, who is a full-blood. But he had full faith in her no matter what. I like that. I liked that.
Yeah,
No.
I'd say he goes up a tier simply because we have a authority ruler in an RPG who isn't a evil asshole.
Okay, you know what? You made that good argument.
Consider it being.
B. Sure.
Time out. It could be argued that because he knew about the dilution of the Telethia transformation, that's why he had his faith in Melia.
He did.
He could have done more to stop the bullying about it.
That's a good question. Did
He
he
is the
inadvertently
fucking king.
did he inadvertently fuck things up because he didn't have Alchemoth evacuated? We don't know. We don't know. That's something that we can't really answer in retrospect.
Honestly, if he knew about the Telethia stuff, he should have immediately put Alchemath all the way down to the
That's a good question. I don't know if we can make that jump yet. Anyways, Tyrea.
C.
I fucking hate her guts. She could die a million times, especially for ruining people's save files.
That's not
Wrong
Lorithia.
person.
That's
wrong
not
person.
that's Lorithia you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's her
Oh,
name.
okay, my bad.
You
my
shall
bad,
pay
my
for
bad.
your insolence.
Also, how-
Tyrea is Melia's sister.
That's right. Okay. I got a lot of the
Tyrea,
names
I'll
mixed up.
say I actually like her more than Charla and Kato.
That's fair.
Just like I did like in Future Connected how she was basically fully dedicating herself to the restoration of the Hyantia. That was cool.
I wish it was playable.
Yeah, she deserved to be playable in Future Connected, and the fact that she wasn't was kind of BS. Anyways, now, Mayneth.
She exists.
She is a character that exists.
In the Xenoblade
Not,
series.
not really feeling it.
Truly one of the characters of all time.
Yes,
One
a
of the
character.
characters.
Next.
Zanza.
The true villain of Xenoblade 1. I feel like he serves his purpose well, and it demonstrates a cycle that Shulk could have gone through quite well.
I feel like from all I hear of Zanza, he works better as a threat than an actual character, because I never hear anything about his actual, like, personality.
Yeah,
His
he's
character,
a god.
his
I don't
character
think he
is
has one, to be fair.
he's basically just like Klaus's inner evil made manifest because of the end of the world during the experiment. That's all he is. He's just like a force of nature empowered by the conduit. That's all he really
So
is.
he's not.
Maybe
So he doesn't really have a personality per se. So he's not just there. So
He's a titanic
put him behind
douchebag.
Tyrea.
I did like.
He's the manifestation. He's the manifestation of the architect's
Inner
god
darkness.
complex.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say mid-tier, I guess.
And I think he's only made worse as a villain by the fact that 2 and 3 have Jin and N, who are just infinitely better.
Yep, that's a good point.
Dixon.
Dixon is a Dixon. He's going an A.
Shitty
Yeah.
villain though.
I know he's a
I-
great villain in
I
my
wouldn't say
opinion.
he's a bad villain.
I never saw it coming.
Never saw it coming.
Okay.
After 50
Did-
hours.
I did see it coming because it was one of the few things I actually knew about the game that he
Oh, you got
betrays
spoiled.
everyone.
That's different. That's different.
Well, I find it better if it came out of the blue, but they left hints along the way. There weren't really any hints along the way.
There were a couple. There were a couple
Well, there was one point where they basically just say it.
where he was basically outside of before they were going to Machna. He said, "I don't know if I feel so good about deceiving these kids." And Thoron was like, "What the hell did you just say?" And he's just like, "Oh, I didn't say anything." And then there was like moments throughout the game where it seemed like he knew more than he should because like he was apparently familiar just by happen chance with the Machina, despite the fact that Holmes had no idea that the Machina existed. And like the explanations in game were tangible. It made sense that like you'd follow that like, oh, he's just an explorer. He's an old man. He's an explorer. He's seen the world. Okay, fine. That checks out. But then it hits you that, no, that's not the case. He's been a piece of shit the whole time. And then there's the role that he has as basically Shulk's father figure and how, to save the world, Shulk basically was forced to kill his father. And that's, like, fuck. And his final, like, death moment, that shit is extremely memorable to me. That shit sticks out in my mind to this day. It's like, I ain't gonna let you see me die, despite the fact that Shulk and Fiora both knew that he was gone. That he was a fucking goner. But they walked forward despite the fact that Shulk was beginning to break down, because despite everything that he had done as a piece of shit, Shulk couldn't bring himself to hate Dixon. And I thought that was great.
God damn it! You want to hear something funny?
What?
When I pulled out of my house, a fucking skunk crop dusted the road, and now I'm smelling it the whole way to work.
Ha!
Oh.
Ha!
You're on a recorded line, you idiot.
Turning it music down a couple notches. Actually, let's play something else. Let's do
Let me see.
more our game
Tyrea,
night.
F.
Tyrea.
F.
Worse than Juju or better than Juju?
Better
Put her
than
in Six Spinner Furbies because it fits.
She destroyed my girlfriend's save file. Fuck her.
Okay, then put her behind Juji because Juji is still worse.
Molester of fucking
Dead bodies.
dead bodies. Yeah.
Theron is a character that certainly exists.
He's a plot device,
Hey,
or
boss.
he's not an annoying plot device, so bottom of C tier.
there isn't a
Her
day that
boss
goes
fight
by
was
where I don't
boring.
remember him.
Vinaya, the character that should have been a fucking playable because she's literally there like the entire end of the game. And has a very important role as Egil's sister, but just for some reason is not playable.
I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to put in an 8th party member.
Oh,
That's
isn't
probably
that
why.
that's the Mechana girl, right?
Yes, the one that travels with you.
Yeah, you told me about that. How when I was just about to travel into your like favorite region or whatever, like it should make her fucking playable. You were
Yeah.
seething and molding over it.
Yeah, I've been seething and balding over her not being playable my whole life at this point. Colonel Vanguard. Or
He's
Van-
a meme.
Van Dam, if you prefer. This game's Van Man.
Crashing a
my
mobile
God.
house into artillery.
You know what? That's
How
fine.
long have you been on the force? 44 seconds?
That's the greatest meme in Xeno history. That's a good point. Does he deserve to be that high because of being associated with the greatest meme in Xeno history?
Yes.
Oh god. Question: is the Duke available on this tier list?
I don't know.
Who?
Alright, he obviously doesn't deserve to be that far up, so what are we gonna say?
I'd
I'm
say
not
like
really
Xenos.
feeling it because he's not bad enough to deserve Sex Offender Furby.
Chief Dunga.
Sex Offender Furby.
No, listen to me. Okay. He kicked Ricky out because Ricky was a broke bitch.
Capitalist overlord. Fuck him.
Fuck him, right? Right, he was.
Yeah. Get out of here, you dumb.
Literally a capitalist
Furby.
overlord.
Chief Mikol.
Exists.
You exist. You're Egil's father. You should be more important than you are.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
You
It's
pilot
like, yes,
junks.
I am the villain's dad. So I'm just gonna sit here in this boat
and do nothing.
and do nothing. I can't send him to his room. He's his own man now.
Oh my god, what should I forgot her name.
I don't.
No, that's not Yumea. It's what the fuck? What's your name? Oh my god.
Say your name.
The fact that you can't think of her name means she needs to go into Juju's
I'm
tier.
me.
You're a Xenoblade fan. How do you not know every character?
Zach, shut up. Just put her in Juju's tier and let's move on.
Lenata.
Oh, yeah, that is her name.
She is the doctor that was working on the restoration project for all of the people that had been afflicted by the transformation into Face Mechon. For that, she's actually kind of cool. But beyond that, she's just not in the game enough. Sorry, not really feeling it. All right. What's Ricky's what's this child called? I forgot her name.
Nene?
Nene. How do we feel about Nene?
Enjoyable.
Strongest C tier soldier.
So that would mean above Fiora.
Yes.
No.
I
Yes,
put her like
she's a
below
good-
Fiora.
Bruh, come on. She's a good person and a good older sister.
Yeah. although I think
All
Fiora's
right,
just
fine.
more.
I see. I'm not
I
winning
think
this.
no, I think Fiora is just more important to the plot. That's the thing.
All right, all right. Let's move on to her brother.
Kino is adorable.
Deadass, I barely remember him. I'm gonna be honest.
His whole thing is like he
I
wants
just want
to
to
be.
put him in no punish.
He's like his whole thing is like he's not actually blood related to Ricky or
Oh,
Oka, and Ricky basically just found him abandoned by his parents and immediately took him into the family without a second question's thought. And because of that, because of like how great Ricky was to him as a father, he grew up wanting to be the hero pawn like Ricky, and Ricky actually would go on to support him in this because like Ricky's wings, Kino's wings don't have any meat on them, so he's no good at fighting with the biter. So Ricky went out of his way to basically find the blaster berries that he uses as a gun. And for that, I think he's like, it's really cool how it develops like Ricky as a character, but also I just think that Kino is also adorable and like probably the series' best child character, honestly.
so what you're saying is we should move Ricky up a tier.
That is also a case. Yeah, we're gonna move Ricky up a tier, and then where Ricky used to be, we'll put Kino. There. Problem
Alright,
solved.
sure.
Problem solved.
Oh boy.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I know you did not just put
I
Ricky
didn't-
above Kino.
Oh no, we're about to be held for a 10-hour college dissertation.
Okay. What's your name? I forgot your name. Oh my god.
What?
I should.
Honestly, it's funnier if we don't remember his name.
I don't remember your name. You're going there. I remember you being a racist. Fuck you. You're a even bigger racist. Fuck you again. Galgar.
Thank God, that was fast. Anyway.
You were
You
You're
were
racist.
Juju is almost the racist here.
Yeah, Juju's tier is almost completely filled with racists, but him.
T-Lin, you are the main scientist brains working on the project to restore the High Entia. You are really cool, but I can't put you any higher than that because you were only in a side quest in Future Connected. Fuck.
Oh boy, now it's time for the points of contention to begin.
Oh god. Alright, here's we start Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Rex.
Rex is at least A tier, don't at me.
A tier.
Give him A. That's about all he deserves. B is more what
Okay.
I feel, but
He's at least a good
Alright,
A. Mid A, high A,
we
low A.
managed to agree.
We can
We'll
put him
just-
mid A.
Yeah, we'll just
The
agree
hero-
that he's an A-list
I mean-
character and move on.
yeah, the main characters in Xenoblade to me always felt very like one-dimensional.
The people who say Rex is a bad character have not played the game.
I have played the game and Torna.
Pyra.
The people
Oh,
who say
boy.
Pyro and Mytho are bad characters have not played the game.
Yeah.
And they're
Actually,
allergic
no,
to
I do. They're good characters.
She is the best character in the series.
I think they go to
I-
Myth.
I wouldn't
I
put her
prefer
that
Mytho.
high, but like,
Mythra's a better character.
I can
in my
agree that
eyes.
that Pyra is good.
The thing is, there's no they're the same person. That's the whole point of Numa.
Incorrect.
That's the whole point of Numa is to establish that they are the same individual.
Spoiler warning. No, they're not.
I know what
Anymore?
you're going to talk about Torn of the Golden Country. I know that you're going to talk about Torn of the Golden Country. And the thing is...
No, they're split apart at the end of 2.
Also, we don't need
They're
to talk
two
about...
separate people now.
The thing is that the way the characters are developed is that they worked as one individual throughout the entire story of the game.
This is true. Although even their normal personalities are complete and utter foils.
Because the thing is that even within herself, that she literally created Pyra because Pyra is the individual that she wanted to be, and so she manifested it so. That's the thing. What's interesting then is that
Then what's
they are the same person because that's what Numa tells us. Those
then what's
elements
Mithra,
of
the person that
that's
Numa
that's the
wanted to be?
that's no Mithra is the original self. Numa is the true self that is actualized through the union of both of her alternative selves. That's
Didn't Numa have to exist before Mithra created Pyra?
Numa is most likely like. Actually, now that I think about it, Numa's probably what Alvis is like. Like, Mithra is probably like the manifestation of the green core crystal in resonance with Adam. But if that core was just left alone, like what happened to Alvis, would Numa just spawn as is?
And that also begs the question,
That's
is Malos an original self and not a true self? And if so, what's Malos' true self?
Yeah, that's a very different, strange question that we can't really factor into character rankings. But anyways, I hear that you all feel strongly about this, so I'll go high A for Pyra, but at least Mithra's got to be that high, okay?
I mean, yeah, I put Mithra above Pyra.
You like Mithra more than Pyra?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Although Pyra's a sweetheart.
They're the same
Pyra deserves
person.
to be low S tier.
They're the same person. That's the weird thing.
So
like I was tempted.
98%.
I was tempted there to just say all three of them count as the same slot. Like you could put three next to them, but they only take one slot. That's what I was gonna say.
No, because I count Numa as a lower character than both of them.
They're the same person.
I mean, I get what you like. Technically, they're the same person, but Pyra and Mithra are by no means the same person, as in their personalities.
Rex doesn't even treat them exactly the same.
I mean, you have to treat Mithra so that way she doesn't kill you.
Yeah, they are only the same person in the fact that they share a body. That would be the equivalent of any Bleach fans. That'd be the equivalent of saying Ichigo and Zangetsu are the same character. That's not true.
Honestly,
which is not true at all.
The thing is,
and honestly, Pyra and Mithra have different facial structures, body structures. The Mithra seems a bit meatier.
Okay.
We need something
in
a bit.
her waist.
Amy, this is a very strange
sharing
discussion.
The same body is a very weird discussion.
I think it's just the clothes.
Let's just move on to the next character slot.
The way I've always
Move on to the
rationalized it
character
in my
slot.
head is that the individual of her is basically Numa, and these are just like shadows of who that is. But that's besides the point. Nia.
Nia's S.
S tier.
Nia's S tier. We're not fighting it.
How
That's
high?
not even
Which
a
is
close
ironic because
fight.
Drome.
Top.
Above Melia?
She is the best character in the entire fucking game. Don't at me.
You know what, Ice? This is gonna be the one. This is gonna where we're gonna disagree. I literally can't pick Nia or Melia over each other. It's physically impossible.
It's like a tie.
I can
They're too
pick
good.
Melia, or I can pick Nia over Melia for one simple reason. Catgirl. But
Loser. All right, let's
Loser.
move
You know
on.
what? Fair enough.
No, fuck you.
You just talked Nia down a slot, you asshole. Dromark, he exists. Sex
You-
offender Furbies.
You are a dude that exists.
No, I wouldn't put him that low. Like, I'm not really
mean,
feeling
He
it.
is boring.
I mean, I mean,
Well, like-
I think.
He's
I
not
think
bad,
he-
though.
Well,
No, he's a good one. He's Nia's emotional support animal, okay?
I was trying to say something about Nia, but okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you could potentially put her higher than Melia simply because she has a very interesting wrinkle with her connection to Mio.
You know what? That's a good
I
point.
don't know enough about that, but alright.
That's
yeah, that's kind of spoiler series. That's kind of bad touch for Ice. So let's not.
bad
let's
touch.
go to
Bad
Tora next.
touch.
As far as I'm concerned, we're allowed to do spoilers for 1 and 2, but not for 3.
Well, okay, let
Alright,
me
so
just put it to
far.
you this way. I'm not saying anything that's not blatantly obvious to anyone who
She
looks
has
at
the
them.
same core crystal. Come on.
Yes, this is true. I'm aware that they're connected. It's blatantly fucking obvious.
Anyways,
But I'm just saying, be
Tora-
careful. Watch your step.
Tora is the actual sex.
Damn it! You took my fucking joke, you asshole.
But realistically, he's like B for me.
He's probably a B. He's
All right, Poppy base form is probably a B.
No, Poppy Alpha is at least A.
Low A. She's great.
All right, well, wait, then her other two forms,
Poppy
I don't
QT.
really know.
The other ones I don't care about.
Does Poppy's
They're-
character change when she changes forms?
Yes, she
Yes.
gets
For like one
Yeah.
cutscene.
Oh, but they're all the same person.
Thing
They
is that
share the same body.
I mean, with Poppy, it's just like she's like Alpha
She
in basically
gets-
every cutscene, including the ending.
the difference is that the different stages of Poppy are meant to represent the different stages of her growth and
Growth.
development as her
As a
Pyra,
person,
Mithra,
yeah.
Numa are the same individual. Anyways, moving on.
Like, it's really weird because like
But
it's just like, oh, she's growing as a character,
Good
but
point.
then we're gonna keep showing Alpha in cutscenes, and
Yeah,
also Cutie Pie is optional.
You are still Poppy, so you didn't get particularly worse, I guess. And I guess I'll just put you next to your other self as well, sure. Morag!
Morag. High A or low S.
Hi.
Yeah, hi A.
I say A.
Bridget, S.
Bridget is an S in your opinion. Why is that?
Bridget from Guilty Gear.
she wants her to step on him.
You're good. That makes
I
a
actually
good
like
point.
her character. I like her character in front of the Golden Country, you horny piece of shit.
You're
Yeah.
the one that went
Not everything
all
is
over
about sex,
Bridget.
you pussyless motherfucking bitchless,
Oh,
maidenless motherfucker.
There's a whip.
That was
Two
a
of them.
lot of adjectives.
The designs in this series, I'll kind of contest that.
Fuck both of you. You know, how about the both of you go fuck each other?
So, just so you know, Bridget and Morag have access to a dungeon.
First off, I know this video's being
Why would
recorded, so I
you
can't
say
say what I
that?
want to say, you motherfuckers.
I mean, between Bridget and Morag, who do you think tops?
Bridget.
That's actually a good question.
Bridget tops.
They take turns.
Bridget.
There's
Bridget.
both judges.
Okay, there you go. She's put her right next to her.
That's when they realize they're both tops.
But wait, they're
Basically.
both tops.
Zeke.
No, because
Low
Morag
B.
has a soft side, so like, yeah.
Low B tier.
Low B. for
B,
Zeke.
really?
Come on, at least put
Who
him
are we
high.
ranking
B
right
tier.
now?
His introduction really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, his character growth is great, which is why I'm not saying sex offender Furby. Because if he stayed the same way as his character introduction, I would say sex offender Furby. And I would
Who
not.
we talking about right now?
I figured you guys are gonna say S tier
Zeke.
for Zeke.
Zeke is
Zeke?
good.
Oh, he's
Zeke-
solid A.
Well, if it were
I
me
mean,
here,
B
A,
tier
but
because like his entrance really rubbed me the wrong way.
Because of how Torna affected me and how it played into Zeke's entire story, he's solid A for me.
Oh, you're talking about the
Like, I
history of
guess.
Torna and how like he literally dyed his hair and changed his eye color because of how fucking much he hates the Tantalese royal family.
Yeah.
It's pretty metal, dude.
I love how that he's
Alright,
introduced as
fine.
a
And at the absolute highest, I will let him be the lowest of A tier without complaining.
Below Ricky, there you go.
Uh,
Pandy.
and like
He's-
I was
he
trying to see
exists.
something over Zeke.
She's
I-
below Zeke.
She
She's a Zeke
exists.
simp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she-
exists.
You're a
She just always seemed like a side piece to Zeke.
You're
Yeah,
a Zeke
yeah, she's
simp.
basically
She's the
she's
cheerleader.
basically Zeke's walking flesh.
Van Damme
S.
the second.
S.
S.
Van
S.
Damme the second
Van-
is an S in your opinion.
I wouldn't say S. I'd say like B.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Ice got so
Okay, let's meet in the middle and put him above Zeke in the
Ice
discussion.
got Ice got so offended by Flame saying B, he left.
All right, I feel like
I just accidentally.
at least for me, he would be A if he didn't die. But also, if he didn't die,
The plot wouldn't have
the
kicked into
plot
gear.
would have been drastically different.
The plot wouldn't have kicked.
Yeah.
His death is what properly kicks off the actual meat
Yeah.
of the adventure. That's the
All
weird
right.
thing.
Wait,
Alright,
I just got a weird question. Did
know,
Rex
like-
and Mithra ever? Wait, no. Nia, Rex, and Pyra Mithra should never have had their ether cut off because they technically have each other directly interlinked with each other. Like,
You're talking about the core crystal?
you know how he stabbed himself with his fucking axes.
Yeah, actually that applied because the thing is that that's how Mithra was able to so easily overpower Malos. There was no way to cut that ether link. They actually
And the
addressed that
only
in the
reason
cutscene.
Nia didn't do anything is because it would reveal who she is.
Yes, Van Damme was dying. She could have saved him. And the thing is, like, she was so horrified of Rex rejecting her true nature that allowing him to die was preferable to that. Like, you see this moment where she rushes to go and heal him and stop
And
this,
then
but she can't.
reaches for her chest.
She can't. She can't bring herself to do it. Anyways, Rock.
Exists.
You're a dude who exists.
Yeah.
I don't particularly hate you, so
for the
we'll
mood.
see there. Laura!
Ooh.
No main protag of Torna.
At least a.
I'd say high A. High A.
Probably A.
She's a great protagonist in my opinion. I like that she has narrative meat on her bones. She's 27 years old, so she's not a fucking little kid like the rest of these fuckers. All right,
I
Jin.
am 27 years old and broke.
S.
High S.
Mood.
S.
Oh yeah, S.
I would honestly argue from what I've heard of his writing, top of S.
No. Incorrect.
Like
You just don't want anyone to be above Nia. Shut up.
he was so
No.
lonely and so fucked up after Laura's death that the companionship of his former
is-
sworn enemy was preferable to the madness of living life alone. And that shit is
This is
so fucked up.
I'm a sucker for tragic villains.
Like I don't.
All right.
Like I didn't want to defeat him in battle. I wanted to hug him.
This man needed a hug. Fuck, I might have to put it against these two. Fuck.
All right. Next character.
So are we saying Mithra's the best character right now?
I think so.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Look, okay,
Yeah.
look. Her whole thing is about like how the reason she created the self of Pyra is because she no longer wanted to exist anymore. And then there's the whole
short of
arc.
the architect. Short of the architect, she is the main plot.
There's
Okay.
that. Yeah, there's that. There's also the fact that like her whole thing was that like she no longer wanted to exist anymore, so she tricks Rex into climbing up the world tree and going to Elysium, not to fulfill Rex's dream, but to fulfill her selfish desire of death, because she thought after the disaster with Torna that she no longer deserved to exist anymore. But what she found in Rex was an individual who was so kind, so compassionate, and so willing to accept her that it convinced her that life was worth living and moving on from all of the trauma and pain that she had experienced. And then, through Numa, she sacrifices herself for all of them because she loves them. I don't see how anyone could top that. She's the best character in the series. Anyways. Hayes. You are a character that
I
exists.
forgot about her after like the 7th chapter.
You are a character who exists.
She was cool
At least
for
she's
her relevant chapter.
You are cute, and your backstory with Laura is kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Amalthus.
Fuck him. Fuck the horse he came on.
A though.
Fuck his couch.
He's too well written for me to put him anything lower than A. He's too well written.
Like
His form's kind of stupid looking.
he should not exist, but A.
I don't like his boss form. His boss form looks kind of stupid.
Malos.
Also A.
I'd argue S.
Yeah.
I'd argue S.
Like
I gotta argue low S because I think Malos has
No.
some amazing character development throughout Xenoblade 2.
Again, I just want to
Wait,
give him a hug.
Where Rex
I'd argue that no, he doesn't.
Life sucks.
He never changes his mind, not even for a second.
No, the thing is,
It's not character development.
Ice, you have to think about this, okay? He knew full well that he was wrong, and he regretted that fact. But he couldn't do anything to defy his nature because of what Amalthus's resonance did to him. He was the theme of being a slave to your driver personified.
What you just said credits more to Amalthus than Malos.
No, it doesn't, really. Amalthus corrupted him, and he is stuck dealing with the consequences of that fact. And that's how that's how you see him develop in Torna. Is the thing is, he was like a childish prick in his evilness in Torna the Golden Country. Like, he was reveling in this shit. But then, what happens? The final battle of Torna happens. Shit gets fucking real. And then, he's left to deal with the consequences of that fact for the next several centuries. And he becomes friends with Jin, and he sees what his actions did to Jin. He sees what his actions did to Jin, and he regrets that. But he can't change what he is. That is peak fiction type shit right there. Honestly, it's gotta be high A.
That's gonna be low S.
Honestly, yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Akos.
Then we have this prick.
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck you.
Sex offender Furbies.
No, you made fun of Van Damme's sacrifice. Fuck you. Go to hell. Fuck you.
Mikhail,
Yeah, I guess.
he was in Torna, so I'm not really feeling it.
The glasses bitch looks like the dude who sexually harasses girls at school.
We're gonna say B for Mikhail. I like his
He's
development.
kinda cool.
I like how, the reason he joins Torna despite being a human is because of everything that happened during the Aegis War. It convinced him that this world is fucked and that people suck. And honestly, that's pretty relatable.
So he's just a nihilist.
Pretty much. Patroka. Fuck
She
you.
exists.
No, I think she's one of the worst characters in the series. Fuck her. Sever.
Yes, he
Okay,
gets so much fucking time to do nothing. I mean, she's hot, but that's about it.
She's hot, and that's it.
There.
She's there.
There,
She's
you
Akos.
assholes. You gotta be to admit a character's
She's
hot. You happy?
Akos's sister, and she's an asshole. Like, she does nothing but bitch and moan the entire game.
She's what the Xenoblade community thinks Mithra, non-Xenoblade community thinks Mithra is.
Basically. Sever, you're a character that exists.
Okay, I feel like all the random plays should just be their own tier. Like, they're all
Put all the random blades
like-
in like fucking sex offender Furby and move on.
Okay, the Torna blades there. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
All the Torna blades go there.
Banda. Fucking
Banna.
lowest C tier.
Lowest C tier for Banna? Okay, why is that?
His whole existence.
He
his whole
actually,
existence.
has an effect on the plot, which is a lot more than a lot of these characters can say.
Okay.
Yeah. His whole existence
Mooey
is just
mooey!
to get the band together.
But I like how he ended up in a hamster wheel for the rest of his days.
Mooey
Who the fuck
Mooey
is
this is the scientist bitch that betrayed Tora's grandpa and was the engineer for Giga Rosa. And he's also the subject of the funniest joke in the fucking series when Banna says, Mooey Mooey can't even die correctly.
Put him in sex offender Furby, and we're moving on. You exist.
He's kind of cool, but the child emperor trope
He's
is
a
overdone.
he's a very kind emperor too.
Yeah, I like that actually. No, I'll
He's
put him.
very mature for an emperor.
I'm gonna wank
for a
him up a
child
little.
emperor.
I'm gonna wank him up a little bit higher than that because the thing is, I think that he's I liked that he's mature and stuff. And despite the fact that he is a literal child, he is the mature one in the room when it comes to all rest political problems. All right, a
Geon, you
Geon.
exist. You exist to take up space in the party.
A Geon sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, isn't it okay?
No,
next
he
to
plays
Geon,
like
isn't that the Queen of
a
Jiraiya?
Geon sucks ass. He sucks ass in gameplay. Like, I guess he's better
Yeah,
than
he's
these
not
people.
even good in gameplay.
I guess he's better
Yeah,
than the
he's-
non-named Torna Blades and better than Aquas,
Yeah.
but that's as high as he can go. Urian Queen,
Definitely
fuck
Urian
you.
Queen, I think.
Urian
Yeah.
Queen.
Don't forget me.
Don't forget me, Itis.
Immaculate.
Easily C tier.
You know what? For the impact on the community, he's got to be a C tier.
And plus the one joke in game that's just like
Don't forget
that like he doesn't know what emerald is. The color. Green. Emerald.
Oh yeah, there's actually lore about him. You find out in Torna there was like there was an Ardanian soldier during the Age of Torna who his like whole thing about his life is that he wanted to become a person that would never be forgotten. And then you just find out in Mor Ardain there's a tower or building or whatever that's named after him. So they never forgot him. And that's why the Ardanian soldiers shout out, "Don't forget me" in battle.
Next. Zeke's father. I'm going to put him in. I want to give him a
You
swirly
starved
tier.
your people. Fuck you.
Who the fuck is this? Who
Green,
the
you-
actual
green!
fuck is that?
Green!
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh
Low
god, he's
tier.
from the beginning of
Emerald!
the game, isn't he?
Emerald is green!
No,
No,
that's
it's too
high.
high.
That's way too fucking high.
Shouldn't
That's
he
way
be?
too
Wait, no,
high.
wait. He should no. He should be in the green tier. It's perfect.
There you go. Yeah, he made a good argument. Rosa.
Poppy's sister.
Rosa.
You also exist.
You exist, but I don't hate you, so bottom C tier.
She was important for Poppy's development, at least.
You're important for one cutscene.
Yeah, but past that, she has literally nothing else. Sex offender Furby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
He's
he's...
literally got a porn stash they gotta
Literal
find.
sex offender Furby. Moving on.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He's the one who made all of the horny shit happen with Poppy. That's really fucked up. That's really fucked
literal
up.
Sex offender Furby.
That's really fucked up.
It was.
He pretty much gave his fleshlight sentience in C.
Yeah.
So wait, Tora wasn't the one who made Poppy?
His
What? I'm
his
confused.
family were all worked on Poppy. Basically, none of them had the ability to resonate as a driver, and wanting to do so, they worked on the Artificial Blade project. Rosa was the prototype that was stolen when his grandfather was deadified, but the blueprints that were left behind would be used, and they were basically for Poppy, and Tora basically just built the blueprints for the full Artificial Blade that was left behind. Klaus.
You know, he kind of had a point.
It's like missing half his face.
He is, because his other half is Zanza.
His other half is literally in another dimension.
You made all of this shit happen, so honestly, you should be at least high up, right? Or just
Say B.
Is he a good character?
actually, unironically, yeah. Like his whole thing is that basically, unlike most gods in JRPGs, he was the one that was left behind after the end of the world. His other self would go on to be Zanza, and just feeling regret for everything that had happened, which was he basically inadvertently caused the end of the world through the experiment. So he became the architect, the individual who would reverse engineer all this technology that was left behind from the Saviorite War in order to kickstart humanity once again. And he's the one who created the Blade Driver Titan life cycle of the world in a hopes of recreating the humanity that he brought to ruin. And eventually, it came to a head that, like, things were going to be effed up again. But he began to lose hope, like, that his atonement was doomed. But he was basically made to realize that it was all actually going to work because of Rex's optimism. Rex basically was such a fantastic individual that it even made him the person who was convinced that the world was just fucked and ruined forever, that there actually was a spark of hope left. And effectively, he also serves the role as Pyra Mithra's father, and he effectively gave Rex his blessing, you know? And so Klaus is pretty
Need
good,
the
actually.
bloodline Rex.
Also, Klaus is the one that the first trilogy of Xenoblade is named the Klaus trilogy by Tetsuya Takahashi. I think the Experiment trilogy would work better, but that's what we're going with, the Klaus trilogy. So you're the namesake of the trilogy. You gotta be high up.
Called the Aegis Saga.
I mean, the Aegis isn't even in the first one. Well, kind of, I guess.
Because isn't
I
Alvis
keep
Aegis?
forgetting Alvis's.
Yeah.
Gramps, how do we feel about Gramps?
A tier.
Yeah, he's just.
I like him, but
He's a good parent. That's kind of rare in RPGs.
oh yeah, and he doesn't die either.
At least high B
Yeah, he's
or low A.
Yeah, all right, B.
No way.
low A. Low A.
Okay,
Higher than Zeke.
fine.
Oh shit, I was joking. Okay, for all the miscellaneous blades,
Yeah.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go past them because that's too much work.
Nah, they're part of the game. They're part of the story.
Again, like
Okay,
all the
fine,
all the random blades are like their own tier, really.
Only one I recognize is like that demonic looking one. Isn't it like Wolf?
Yeah,
Godfrey-
Rock isn't. Rock
Godfrey
is-
sucks. Wolfric's cool. Percival's kind of.
Yeah, Percival's kind of cool.
Percival's the best Chrome Katana.
well, who are you?
on the game-
I forgot her name.
That's Ves.
Vale.
That's Ves. Goth
Vale.
bitch.
Vale. What's her whole thing?
Vale?
Is she? What's her whole gimmick?
A big titty goth GF.
Sure.
Literally.
There. What's? I forgot your name.
Agate.
F. Boring.
I don't know. I don't remember anything about her, other than she gives
Boring.
you attack boost. I think.
You look
This
like
one was
you.
designed by the JoJo guy, so I'm pretty sure NC will fight me to the death if I try to put him in Juju tier.
Yeah, Rocky made this character.
Shit, really?
I mean, it looks kind of cool at least.
Huh.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about him.
all
though.
the rare blades were designed by like artists and shit. I'm pretty sure. I thought that's one, or maybe he's not made by a Rocky. I think maybe he's. I'm looking this up.
Well, that's gonna make potentially re-releasing this game a fucking nightmare.
I'm looking this fucking shit up right now. Hold on.
That's the reason why Live Alive had
Gore.
so many.
Okay, no, it's not. Okay, he's designed by a massive JoJo fan. You won't guess who. It's Tetsuya
Yeah.
Takahashi's wife. She
Damn.
has a burner account to just post JoJo memes on.
Oh
Okay,
my
so-
god.
Okay, so his wife is
Oh
based
dear
out.
lord.
So NC, you
Alright,
think
anyway.
it's based?
Borealis,
Anyway,
you
next-
were a fat ass, and I hate you.
I hated his quest. I fucking hated his quest.
Oh, where is this? Bitch, fuck you. Worst quest in the series. Fuck you. What's this?
Dagass, he actually has
Ah.
a personality if you manage doing his shit, so I would say put him below this.
Okay.
I advocate Cassandra for release C tier. That is my only. Everyone else, I don't care.
Okay.
Alright, who's next?
Praxis in
Okay, those two pretty
theory.
much have to be put together in the same tier because they're basically their characters only work with each other. The best way to put it.
Okay.
Okay, at least these ones actually have a plot.
Yeah, they actually have a plot and they're not completely boring. So I would say bottom of C tier if that's
That's fair.
too much.
That's fair. They need
Because
to be
like
right
their
next to each
entire
other.
plots evolve around getting this basically together again. Fuck this bitch. She has one of the dumbest unlock requirements in the game. Put her in
Also,
Juju's
her
tier.
I also like Theory killed her own driver, which is pretty metal.
Yeah. Cora, you are the subject
This,
of.
this bitch needs duct tape in her mouth, so
Shut the
Juju
fuck
tier.
up.
What? Your quest doesn't explain itself, Juju tier.
Your quest doesn't explain itself. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? She was literally out on that Merc mission for 40 hours in my game. Your design is hypersexualized and stupid.
God. Please. I wish her have a different design.
Wait, who?
Newt.
Newt, she...
Nim. I think that's her name.
I think her name is Nim.
Your art clashes with the art style of the game.
Sheba is one of the best blades in the game.
But I
so
don't
it's kinda
have
hard-
I don't have the money to make you good.
Yeah, I like Sheba, but not
Your
important
quest
at
is
all.
depressing.
Your driver
Seeking.
literally dropped fucking dead right in front of us. That was funny. You get to go there. Your design is pretty base
is-
and red-pilled.
She is actually one of the best healing blades in the game, so
Yeah,
that's
she's
fine.
cool. Adenine is cool.
God fucking damn, you are so annoying. I hate you.
Get it, go away, Electra. I hate you.
You try to be. She's basically thinks she's Goku, so
She's
don't know where to put her.
She's kind of cool. I'd say again like that. Finch, your design, you are probably the best designed Rare Blade. You get to go up here.
Okay, as a
Alright.
character, sure, but in game, unfortunately, she's like one of the worst ones.
Trap percent. Cosmos.
Trap percent.
Okay, if this was Xenosaga, Cosmos would be S.
Actually,
But this is Xenoblade 2 Cosmos.
although I actually really liked her quest line and like the lore that she presented, how her driver tried to climb the world tree. That's actually really fucking cool. I'm gonna give you that.
Alright, next is...
Tell us.
Who's
Oh boy.
driver?
Cosmos is in the Xenoblade 2 continuity. Cosmos has nothing to do with
who
Vector.
Cosmos' driver was.
We don't know who he was, but we do know that he was an individual who found a way around the infinite void and tried to climb the world tree, but failed doing so. And that's why it was that her core crystal is so... It's canonically the reason why her core crystal is the hardest one to find, because it fell down the infinite void and thus would have to slowly get sucked back up to via the cloud sea back to a position where you can be found.
Is her driver at all implied to be another character from Saga, or no?
No.
No. But like there is one character that's implied to be an alternate universe Shion in her side quest.
Really?
And she's Zeke's cousin.
Huh.
Alright,
next.
tell us, you're kind of cool. But you added a stupid design element to a perfectly already okay design, which is fuck those glasses. This bitch
No,
is...
the glasses are amazing.
No, fuck you.
She looks so much better.
We're going through these rare blades really fast.
It's like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not even really.
Yeah, I don't want to
characters.
spend too much time on them.
Your design is cool. Nope.
Nope.
You go immediately.
Actually,
you are like
no.
10% of the. You're like 10% of the entire cause of the fucking.
She's
all
better
the
than all the other
Xenoblade 2
fuckers.
online.
She's better than all the other Juju fuckers because the thing is, her story is actually kind of cool about how like she tried to be like a role model to young girls and shit. That was cool.
Yeah,
But beyond
That
that,
was
no,
cool. The
your
problem is-
design is this is very weird.
your design
Being-
has gotten the game a lot of flack. So yeah,
Okay.
you gotta stay in Juju tier for that.
Okay, if she was trying to be a role model for
Poppy's
young girls,
technically-
maybe they should have had like literally anything else for her design.
Okay.
Okay, so this one,
Poppy Buster. This is
technically,
cool.
Technically,
Poppy's
still
younger
Poppy.
sister.
Poppy's younger sister allows other drivers to have the powers like Poppy. That's cool. That's actually
Well, I don't think Poppy Buster is even a separate character. She just Poppy controls her remotely.
yes. Like a robot, a
Oh,
blade's
that-
blade. That's a cool concept. Also, mechas are badass. There you go. I don't remember your name.
I like her.
She's
Crisette.
cute. Crisette.
Corset.
She's cheap.
Corbin and Crusset are cool.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, she's cool. She's
and
good.
good.
She's good gameplay.
And also, yeah, Corvin, you're voiced by Kirito's voice actor. I'm not gonna hold that against you, but you're also fucking done by Kirito's artist. I will hold that against you. So you're weaker than Finch. Adam. How do we feel about Adam?
I say B.
I mean, they make up everything in our lives.
Higher than the Rare Blades?
Yes.
Higher than Poppy?
No,
Nah.
let's just say no. Let me see who the
Hugo.
fuck's next.
Okay, when we were talking about like the Morag's brother earlier, I thought we were talking about Hugo.
Oof. No,
That's
no, Hugo is just an even better version of Morag's brother because not
Yes.
only is he the child emperor, but he goes into battle fucking directly. That's based as fuck. You are low A, my good sir.
All right. You exist.
Isn't this? I'm trying to remember your name.
Minoth.
Adam's
The opera guy.
Minoth. You're the person that
Adam's unofficial second blade.
he was also the person that would go on to like write the plays chronicling the events of Vandam's life and death. That's hard. That's touching. I'd say high there. Okay. The old king, the true king of Old Torna. I don't remember your name,
Barely remember you people.
but you went down with the ship, unlike your shithead brother. That was ballsy. That was ballsy.
mean-
That's like, I'll put you there.
Yeah, he's at least a decent human being.
You,
I mean, aside from
fuck
being a bad
you,
father.
fuck you. You led to all the repression of the and shit that happened with the Tantalese, and you stole Adam's name. You fucker. You piece of shit. You asshole. I hate you.
Hunter's going down. He was pretty much the first one running away.
Yep. Like he tried to convince his brother to run, but even by doing that, he just it basically became clear how much of a fucking spineless worm he was, and it just elevated his brother even further. You're one of the most important people in the lore because you're the scientist that discovered that core crystals contain human genetic information. That's really important. Unfortunately, you're hardly even in this. You're hardly even in this series.
Hey, isn't only in like 2 or 3 cutscenes.
Yep. He's like one of the
2 at the most.
He's like one of the most important characters in the entire lore because he's the first scientist to figure that out, and he would go on to invent blade eater technology. But he's not in the fucking game.
Yeah, we don't know piss.
Gort.
Laura's father.
Gort. Well, we don't actually know Laura's relationship to Gort. We just know that he abused her, and then Jin like cut off his arm.
He not only did he abuse her, when Laura accidentally touched the core crystal that held Jin, he grabbed a fucking knife, pissed drunk, and was going to kill her because that's how valuable Jin's core crystal was. That's really, really fucked up.
Well, actually, no. I'm pretty sure we know for a fact that Gort is actually her father since...
Oh, yes. There's also
we
that...
do.
There's some implications made during the final battle of Torna. Which, by the way, the final battle of Torna is the darkest moment... Like, one of the darkest moments in Nintendo game history. You're literally...
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, wow, what the Oh.
Yeah, that moment where he basically threatens his own kid with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he looks like some genetic monstrosity.
What's this? Yeah, that shit is horrifying. This is like...
Cronenberg-ass monster.
Yeah, that shit is horrifying. Like, you get to go up for that, buddy. Like, you
Kill it with every fire imaginable.
Yeah,
you
like
get to go up for that. Nightmare fuel shit.
And I thought Majora.
Yeah, he's a
Majora-
fucked up build. Go ahead, NC.
I thought Majora was the most fucked up final boss Nintendo's done.
No, this guy was... I'll tell you in DM because I can't say it on a YouTube video.
Mikhail. I'm not
You
Mikhail.
exist.
Milton, excuse me. Your death caused the creation of Pyra. Mithra was so fucked up and emotionally devastated by what happened she literally ceased to want to exist anymore, and it caused Mikhail to lose all faith in humanity. Your impact is more pronounced than you are, but because your impact is that heavy, you have to go a little bit higher. Alright, now we reach XC3, and I have to go piss, so we could call a brief intermission.
Alright, NC, you see what I sent you?
I
I
never
don't know what you sent me.
I never realized how many characters Xenoblade 2 has.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Although X is probably gonna be quick. Mainly because there was like 3 or 4 characters. Everyone else just like, I don't remember any of you.
I'm not gonna stick around for X. I'm tired of shit. I have nothing to contribute to X anyway. Fuck.
Alright, I'm back. We are doing XCX first instead of XC3, so that we don't immediately have to force the non-XCX kids, or I should say non-XC3 kids out of the pool immediately. Besides, most of these
Alright.
characters we can go fast.
Oh,
I wanted to go to 3 first so I could finish rating 3 and then go to bed.
Sorry, man. Just trying to.
I mean, at least 3 is less characters than 2.
A lot less, actually. Although they could have easily
Yes.
put in every motherfucker of Alphabet Soup Squad, and that would have taken forever. They're the same fucking character. Never mind. They're the same fucking character.
Basically.
Never mind.
Yeah, basically.
I don't even remember most of them.
Alright, okay, these are like the 3 characters I can comment on. Elma goes in S tier.
I want to say B, but also I haven't played the game in like 7 years.
I really like Elma's whole thing, where she's like, her whole thing is like that. Kind of spoilers, whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. Like that she's a xenoform, but she was accepted instantly by the rest of the cast. So, you know.
Although
she
honestly,
doesn't-
after everything that happened, her being an alien is the least weird thing out of the whole game.
Yeah, let's get to the next person.
Lindley.
I don't know her name, but she's hilarious for wanting to kill Tatsu, so she gets B tier.
Yes,
It's
for
just
one,
comedic
Tatsu
value.
is incredibly based. She should have gone through with it.
Alright, Tatsu, he goes in the bottom of Juju tier.
Yeah, you're the worst character in the Xenoblade
He's not
series.
even good enough to be high in Juju tier. And that's as far as I can help.
Gwyn.
I remember Doug being cool.
You get pegged by Arena. I'll say there.
Yes,
Arena.
that much I do remember.
You're cooler than Gwyn. Somewhere there, sure. Doug, I actually really liked you, as well as your emotional struggle at the end of the game. How, like, he was the one person in the group who didn't like the fact of what the fuck was happening with humanity. Because, like, when it was revealed that the Mimia Zone project was essentially a sham and that humanity was gone and all of that, he was the one who said, hey, ain't this fucked up? Ain't this fucked up? Like, are we even really humans anymore now? And I like that. And like I also just like the dynamic that he had with Lynn. I thought that was cute. I was kind of like an older brother figure to her. So I'll say high up here, somewhere around there. Sure, fuck it. Okay, Nagi, you're cool. You're really fucking cool. When you go all out sensei mode, you were a badass there.
Although it's really annoying. When I played the game, he was the only other party member, aside from maybe Doug, that I really liked using, but that he can't bring him into, like, any story mission.
Yeah. That's something that XCXDE should address. L! Honestly, and now that I'm thinking about it, there's no reason that you shouldn't be a member of the Alphabet Soup Squad, but you're not. That makes that shit annoying. Like there's like it writes itself. You would have been used in 3, but you're not. So fuck you. Your jokes are hardly funny, but you're not. You're better than everyone below you.
I do not remember him. Lao is a character.
You are actually, I think he's based as fuck. I think he's really based. His whole thing is just like he figured out.
I remember being important. I don't remember how.
He figured out that the Earth Life Colonization Project was fucked up and it was basically a lie. Honestly, I'm gonna say that. He figured out that it was a lie, and that that drove him basically mad. And also, there's the fact he joined the Earth Life Colonization Project so that it would give his family an opportunity to join the ARC, and the ECP board didn't add him to the list, add his families to the list, so he was taken basically from the Earth against his will, without his family, and then he desired, he desired revenge on the rest of humanity, and it was pretty fucking based. But
understandable.
Then what happened was that Lynn had effectively gotten through to him eventually, and he was the one who basically ultimately defeated Luxar, because he was the one who actually killed him after Luxar, after the Vita was destroyed.
And also, he's still alive. It's something about this planet.
Something planet. Silica, you're cool. But I don't know enough about you to make you put you any higher than that.
I vaguely remember your existence.
Silica's bro. You're cool, I guess.
That's her brother?
Bro in terms of an adoptive sense.
Oh, okay.
God, I
don't know who you are.
It's been too long since I've played this game. XCX is the only Xenoblade game I didn't play multiple times. Oh, God. Who are you again? I'm looking this up.
Just put him in Juju tier.
No, I want to be fair here. Hold on. I'm going to the wiki. Maybe it'll jog my memory. I did everything in XCX. Okay, hold on. Please jog my memory wiki, please. Make this simple for me. Okay, make this simple. XCX playable characters. Okay. Are you playable? If you're not, then you're instantly getting... she is playable.
What's even her name?
Alexa. And you want to know something funny? You want to know something funny?
White bitch name.
She... Not only does she have an AI name, she's one of the main engineers on the Skell technology.
Oh my god.
She's working on robots and stuff. Although apparently she was actually really energetic and funny and stuff in the game. Although I don't remember any of it.
Her and Amazon. Hey, what if we name this after me?
You're a racist. Fuck you. I remember you. You're a piece of shit, you dumb fucker. Okay.
Okay, I believe you.
Basically, he hated all xenoforms, despite the fact that, like, humans were trying to form alliances with other xenoforms. Fong. What's your deal? Your name
Fong.
is stupid. That's not Fong. Okay.
Why does the guy next to him look like Hideo Kojima?
Let's just put no name X characters. Okay. Fuck. No name X characters. HB, I remember you, unlike most of the XCX characters. And because of that, you have to go a little bit higher. Despite the fact that I hate you. I hate you. That's the highest I'm putting a character I hate. You're nice. You're really cool. I remember you. You're gonna go higher than them. You're probably the most forgettable character in XCX. I remember you for how forgettable that you were. You're cool. Mostly because she's like an asshole. Not that I like assholes, but she was funny. You're important to the plot, actually, despite the fact that you're side quest only. His whole thing is that he was like searching for the dead remains of his best friend during the white whale crash, and he found them.
Pain.
Yeah, and you help him find his best friend's dead remains eventually, and help him get through his grief and shit. He was actually really cool. Luxar. Okay.
I want to kill humanity because I want to kill humanity.
Okay, he actually has a very, 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 very good reason to want humanity dead. The ganglion, the way they are composed, their genetic material dissolves in the presence of humans. This is because humans are descendants of the first ancestral race, the primordial people, the Sumerians, which arrived from a different dimension at the beginning of time. The ganglion were a slave race created by the Sumerians in order to be subservient to them, and that's why the ganglion went out of their way to see humanity destroyed at the beginning of the game, because basically without them, with humanity's existence, the ganglion would always be slaves. This then recontextualizes the final battle, because effectively, the sword that he is using against you is his own essence, in his own way, a Monado, which he is using to fight you in opposition. It's all sort of symbolic bullshit, and you have to read really into things in order to understand what the fuck is going on. But I actually kind of like him, despite what most people say. I like the idea of him being a revolutionary. You are a bitch. You're a bitch too. I don't even remember you at all. You're cool. You were like like they made the cat people in XCX like these badass Saiyan like warriors. It was actually really cool. Another
cool.
Another Van Man.
Vandam the X.
Vandam the third. Not the third, excuse me, the second. XC2 Vandam was Vandam the third. Okay, you're gonna be, let's say, up here. You're important enough to the plot. You lead NLA. You're also a fun character to be around. He was the mission briefer dude. The president of NLA. You are a douchebag. You don't tell your citizens shit. Alright, we're finally at XE3.
Alright, Xenoblade X is good, but the characters just kind of exist.
Yeah? Xenoblade, I might have just made Xenoblade Chronicles X look like a fucking trash fire piece of shit game. It's not, I promise.
You play it for the gameplay, let's see that.
It is the gameplay-driven Xenoblade game. If you can get into that, if you can enjoy that, for many people, it's the best title in the series. Okay.
What a song. The comment.
Yeah, it is a good song. Alright. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 stuff. Might as well add... Actually... Xenoblade 3 Milik Meadow. Alright. I will ask the 3 kitties who haven't played it yet to go deaf. In fact, I'm just gonna server deaf in ice now. Sorry, man. And I see that Zach is also deafened. All right.
Everyone else leave.
No. Dive, you still here, bud?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here.
NC, bud, you still here?
Still hanging on. Oh. NC, you dead?
He's probably sleeping.
Are you alive? Are you playing Live Alive?
NC awaken.
He might have had to step away. All right.
Okay, here's the real acid. Here's the real acid test. The Boost Saga sucks ass. Okay, he's really not here.
He probably had to walk away or something. Okay, Noah.
All right, I think we can agree that Noah and Mio are both S.
Yeah, like no contest.
Both S. Let's just move on. No explanation.
How high?
Needed.
How high?
Above Egil.
Mio.
I'd argue putting him above Shulk, actually. Mio?
I'll hear that. Why do you think Noah's better than Shulk?
I think it's just personally because I had more of a unique experience with Noah compared to me already going into Shulk's story knowing literally everything before I played.
I'll give you an actual argument of why Noah is better than Shulk. It's because unlike Shulk, who had to figure this shit out as he was going along, Noah was a trained soldier. He already had the know-how to get this shit done. For that, I think he's
the only Xenoblade protagonist that wielded his sword like a blade.
I mean this in the most sincere way possible. Noah suffered a lot more directly.
Yep. Mio, how do we feel about Mio?
Mio.
S.
Higher or lower than Anela?
Right. Put her above. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm about to say this. This is like breaking my own arm here. Above Nia.
No.
We'll put her next to her mom. Okay, how about that? We'll say she's better than Noah, because I do think that's a legitimate thing. Her whole art, she ties directly into the theme of the game. Directly into the theme of the game. Her whole existential crisis about the fact that she's dying is wildly compelling. Uni!
A.
Uni's an A. Alright.
Yeah.
How high an A?
Tyon.
Yes, Tyon is
Medium.
incredibly based.
How high an A?
Whatever we consider medium. I would say medium and A because I don't know how many people we have in A to give her an exact placement.
Tyon.
Above you.
A.
Probably above a few more characters in A.
Until chapter 4, Tyon was my favorite character.
All right, next.
Lance.
He wants something media.
No, actually, how do we feel about Lance? His whole arc is about overcoming his grief.
I would put him in the same. I would put him in B tier.
Okay, high B maybe.
Yeah.
You want to say have Senna
I feel like
right
Senna
next to him?
got done dirty. Yeah,
Senna
let's
did.
put Senna right next to him. Yeah, Senna got done dirty. So blatant patriotism.
Her side quest wasn't even about her.
You know what? Lower in B. She's still cool. I like her whole thing about her insecurity, like, a lot.
Yeah, I just wish she got more directly. Riku, no Panis.
Riku's... You want Riku...
Riku's cool, though.
You want Riku all the way up there.
Yeah, I'm not joking. He's literally the best Nopon character. He's not an insufferable asshole. He's not an annoying bastard until you figure out more about him. He's good from the start, and it stays consistently good.
You know what? I can understand that. I think I could understand that, especially considering like he's like the father
He
figure of the
literally
group.
Has no.
He's like Noah's
Yeah,
father
he literally
figure.
has no. Yeah, basically, he has no. He doesn't have the. He's annoying as shit as Riku. Not Riku. Annoying as shit as Ricky from the start. He's not Tetsu from
Tatsu.
Xenoblade X, and he's not a pervert. Pervert like.
Tora.
Yeah, so
Also-
he's literally the best Nopon character in the series. You cannot at me on this.
He also
do
has
think-
a Giga Chad voice.
I do think he got done dirty though, because like according to Tetsuya Takahashi, they were throwing around the idea of 8 main characters. So that means that at one point Riku and Manana are probably going to be Ouroboros as well. And we probably would have gotten like
Oh,
more
that
of an
would've
arc,
been-
and more like information about his history. I think the only issue with Riku thus far is that we're kind of waiting for DLC to figure out more about him. But I could say, yeah, as a faith placement, I could totally see him being the best Nopon in the series, even before DLC.
Although I can see
Yeah.
why they cut the 8th, why they were like cut like a 4th thing, like a 4th pair. It might have gone a little too chaotic.
It's already arguably
Yeah,
too
like,
chaotic.
There's a lot of shit going on the screen at once, like NC's main argument.
All right, Manana, how do we feel
Banana.
about- You're running a Nopon,
Yeah.
a
I'm going to
Nopon
be
coin Ponzi scheme.
Like
I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Flame.
I was laughing when I found out that food doesn't actually do anything.
Apparently,
It does do
Because I-
something, at least.
it works for
Because
EXP.
I didn't
That's it.
notice. I wouldn't have noticed if no one told me.
Nopon coin
No, like
Ponzi
it works for
scheme.
the. It works for the fucking CP. So that's all I really needed because
I don't
kind of worthless. XP.
The thing is, I don't think it does.
I kind of think it does, seeing as
Like,
as
I
got
stopped
better-
using
better
food and didn't
results.
notice. Like, I stopped using food when I found out and didn't notice a difference in how much CP I was getting. So,
Well, I noticed a difference because I was actively trying to spread out classes. So I wouldn't say it's completely busted, but apparently it's mostly busted. Anyway, next.
Anyways, she has to go this
Hey.
low because she's running a fucking Ponzi scheme. Anyways,
Anyway, A.
are you in fact an Ethel fucker? Do you want her to throw you against the wall?
I'm not gonna comment either way on that on a recorded line.
so yes.
The answer is yes.
God damn it, Flame!
All right,
I
how high
don't
in
have my
A?
litigators present.
How high in A? She's like
I'd have to choke me.
her and Kamaravi are an allusion to Goku and Vegeta, if you think about it. Like, there's this timeless, epic rivalry. Like, they're fucking awesome. I like Ethel and Kamaravi. That shit was
Except
badass.
Except
Alright,
now there's
Colorado has to go
unironic
next to her,
sexual
then.
tension.
I'll say mid A.
Yeah,
Kamaravi,
mid-A, like
putting you right
Is
next to
cool.
her.
he has to go. Yeah, like literally said, he has to go next to Ethel.
He
This is
ripped out his
non-negotiable.
eye so that he couldn't be mind controlled.
That was the most
Yeah, he wanted
badass
to fight
shit.
her that badly.
Yeah,
Like, I thought he
some
used his
motherfuckers just
spear
want to
like,
fight.
Like, I thought he used his spear to like cut out his eye, but no, he like ripped it out.
With his bare hands.
Like,
He just.
I will take the future in my own hand. Motherfucker took that statement too
God
literally.
damn.
Some motherfuckers just want to fight. That's all there is to it.
He got what he wanted.
All right, Valdi.
The
Any-
cool
anyway,
kid that plays Minecraft all day.
Yeah, like he's the
Yeah, the
Minecraft
baby
kid that
character.
the Minecraft kid that you don't want to make fun of because he's cool. He doesn't shit on you for playing not
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Like,
Xeon.
yeah, bro, you play Fortnite.
Xeon isn't who I thought he was because originally I thought he was the bully from the backstory, but they're two separate characters. so
Yeah,
that
I
kind of
thought he was
messed
too.
Things up.
But-
Yeah,
and
like
then
at first I was like, wait a minute, where the fuck had his freckles go? And then I saw the side story that explained more about who that little shit was.
And
So
like,
Xeon is kind of. Go ahead, Flame.
like I remember his wings being bigger, which is what I was confused about, and also
Yeah.
a different color.
Also,
But I
I
thought they were the
different
same
color,
guy.
the guy
For
had freckles.
Interesting. There's
Yeah,
a
they're the
question to
same
be.
guy until the game literally told me no.
There's a question to be had at the lore around Xeon proposes, because like, his wings are like the smallest we've ever seen on a Hyantia. Like, is he like 1/16th or even maybe 1/32nd Hyantia? Like, how diluted is the Hyantia blood by now? It's an interesting
I
question.
mean, it's so diluted that those things are pretty much inert. But
okay.
as a character, I'm going to say, without the bully aspect that I thought he had, that makes him a bit of a weaker character. So I'm going to say B tier.
Look, some
But
motherfuckers
he
just
is an
want
amazing
farm.
Originally-
potato farmer.
He's
That's
unironically a
fine,
potato
but
farmer.
if he was a, yeah, but like if he was a bully character reformed into a good person, I would put him in S tier, and I would fight you guys for that.
No, I
Like,
wouldn't. I wouldn't argue against that. I would think that would make him the
Yeah.
best character in the game, almost.
Like, I love how he just becomes obsessed with farming.
Danger. Okay, now it's time
It's
to
such a
rate
180,
Danger,
it's hilarious.
Grandpa.
Gray.
Time to
On
rate Danger,
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Revolver Grandpa. Do not be mean to Revolver
cool.
Grandpa. You're unbelievably fucking cool.
Also, he has
He's
a
so
wife.
cool it actually hurts.
Also, he has a wife like half his
Yeah.
age.
He's just a
Yeah.
Chad. He's on that Sigma
Yeah, he has a
grind.
Yeah, yeah, the
Low
wife at
A.
his age who's obsessed with him. Yeah, like there's no contention.
Teach.
He exists. He almost tries to kill you, but then decides not to.
Did you do his Ascension quest?
He's not a bad
Yeah, I did.
character. It's just I have no real attachment to him.
So his whole thing is in his Ascension quest, you learn that he, like, used to be, like, one of the most ruthless, most evil motherfuckers on all of Ionios.
Alright, yeah.
And, like, he basically, like, there was this moment where, like, basically his kids are, like, the kids he's looking after are, like, kidnapped by the one survivor of one of the colonies he decimated and, like, looking out for vengeance. And this, like, one random dude in the middle of nowhere just happens to be, like, one of the most badass, most powerful fucking fighters on all of Ionios. And, like, challenges your ass to a duel. And he gets, like, he's so strong that Teach must go out full all-out sensei mode to take care of himself to save his students and basically prove to himself that he's a reformed person. For all of that, I think he's, like, a high A. Like, I think Teach is
Alright.
extremely good.
Too bad his
Alright.
class sucks, though.
Absurd.
Yeah.
Grandpa
It's
needs a
glad
bath.
gives you,
Grandpa needs a bath.
Sir isn't. Yeah, Sir's a good character. Let's just give him B tier and move on.
Alexandria.
The CEO of Amazon. as people keep calling her, apparently.
Actually, I love the lore
I
for
mean,
her. Like, because of the Collectopedia system, she figured out that the war was a sham. That's badass!
Like, yeah, she was just using it as a way to collect information on everyone and then figure out, wait, I could use this for something good. And also figure out, wait a minute.
The war is fucking lie. That's badass. Juniper! We finally have LGBT rep in a Xenoblade game. That is fantastic, and it also helps that they are a good character. I really like the arc about, like, how...
Juniper's one of the best heroes. A.
Well, it's
Error-based.
unfortunate. Unfortunately, the class sucks, but that's
Yes.
besides the point.
Oh yeah, no, no. Using the class is like it's like using my own teeth to remove my own rotten tooth. So no.
Ashira!
She's crazy.
Hey.
She's really... I like her.
She's a
she-
crazy
Female
bitch, but I like
Dunban.
her.
Female Dunban, but crazier.
I'm gonna roll with the theory that she's
Female
actually
Dunban, but
Dunban's
crazy, yeah.
daughter. I'm rolling with that theory. I think she's actually Dunban's daughter, and that's like that's why she's lore insignificant. It's because she got sucked into the endless now, or I should say the flow. Excuse me. And like, while Dunban was probably like one of the founders or whatever, she was fucked over with all of that. I could completely believe all of that. In fact, it would make Dunban more retroactively badass. The reason I'm bringing up Dunban is because she has his arts. There's a connection there, probably. And there's also, like, you know, just the, like, wild beast of combat motif.
And, like, she also looks like Dunban.
That and her personality literally is basically just
We'll put
The
you
more
next to the
savage
person that's
Gundam.
probably your daughter. Monica.
A, low S.
Badass leader
Yeah.
of the
Lots of-
city.
Badass leader, lost her husband and her father, never wavered, still does her job, still helps the main characters. She's a fucking Giga Chad.
Didn't even, like, she couldn't even falter, like, in the face of, like, her own daughter's situation. And then in the end of the game, she effectively, willingly sacrifices her own existence in the name of freedom. She's a beast. Monica's a
Fair
beast.
enough. Good job, bitch queen.
Guernica Van Dam. According to
My final message. Save the world.
Or
My
Van
final message. Goodbye.
Van Dam the fourth. According to Nia, he actually is the Van Dam the third's bloodline descendant. So that's important. That's lore. And that
makes sense.
he's the one who
Although
kicks all this shit.
Monica and Gondor are also technically Vandam.
Yes. So then I guess that would mean that Monica is Van Dam the fifth and Gondor is Van Dam the sixth.
I thought it was funny that they made Vandam their last name this time.
I'm gonna say in here because you're the one that kickstarts this stuff. Can't put you any lower than that.
Gondor. She is uber lore important, even though she's a fucking asshole.
And she's effectively a main character by the end of the game.
Okay, I actually like Gondor, but
Also extremely mean.
I don't know.
Oh
She
no,
definitely
she would use the N word for no reason.
I mean, she's black. She
Like-
has that pass.
I feel like she's definitely gonna treat Shania better though.
Yeah, that is really effed up. And because of her treatment of Shania, Shania would go on to become S, who was a threat to the city.
Like, I don't think she
Yeah.
did it on purpose, but ugh.
Yeah, Gondor isn't good with people in the direct sense.
Like-
And Shania was literally just looking for literally anyone to give her support, and she picked literally the worst person for that.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, if like she was a better friend of
If
Shania,
literally
then
anybody else-
Shania probably would have ended up being completely different.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no,
because of that, you
If
get
Shania was
kicked out
friends
of
with
A.
literally anybody else, part of the plot. Yeah, but like if she's friends with literally anybody else but Gondor, then part of the plot implodes without Shania. So Shania kind of has to have a shitty relationship with Gondor. So oof.
Fiona. The most
Her
broken.
arms break the game.
Is fucking. Come again?
Her arts break the game.
Her
And-
heart's break the game, and her life is depression. So A tier.
Yeah, I think actually higher A tier. Her arc is very good.
Although honestly, I didn't really end up caring about her character was. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know.
I'm okay with it. Miyabi, you exist.
Actually, I really liked her because like.
Yeah, I like her.
Well, there's the factor that oh she's cute or whatever. That's a factor, yes, but more importantly than that is like the element of inheritance is a theme with her and how like she knew like she'd die, so like she handed off the flute and then that flute would get handed off to Noah because like she wanted to be remembered and live on past her death. Of course, she eventually did. That's because of the flow, but. Like, it's not the same after that point. And I appreciated that, like, how it showed, like, it, first of all, death does have a consequences, even in a world that's, like, governed by reincarnation, because these people are different slightly every time. And second of all, it also showed that, it was, like, a big stepping stone in Mio's development, like, how, because of the situation with Mio, she'd effectively got to meet and face the person, Y, who had ruined her life. Effectively. So I think
I
that
was just saying that because of-
I think Miyabi, you're a little.
I said B somewhere.
Hi B.
All right, B. I'm too tired.
Console T / Titan. How do we feel about Triton?
B. B.
Chad, a man of the sea.
Man of the Sea. You're a console and a Mobius that's not a piece of shit. You're great.
Also, he
That
treated his.
immediately takes him up to Sagiri.
Also, tried and treated the people in his colony like actual people.
Yeah. Sagiri.
Sagiri.
Exists.
A tier.
Critical for Senna's development. Low A, I guess. You exist. I don't remember you that much.
He's the guy that took over after Apple.
He's Ethel's.
Coxley.
Madame, shit on me.
Madame, shit on me. Yeah. he totally drinks Ethel's bathwater.
Yeah, okay, so like there's one part of the game where he literally gets so depressed that he doesn't leave the colony because Ethel's dead. So the main characters basically have to say, you realize this isn't what Ethel would want. He's like, oh shit, this isn't what Ethel would want, and then he leaves the colony again.
Anyways, I'll be right back. I am being called.
Apparently, Uni's voice actor is retweeting Uni memes now.
I'm back.
Uni's voice actress is apparent from what Flame said. Uni's voice actress is retweeting Uni memes now.
Oh my god!
Truly based.
Yes, I want to see Claude Fire Emblem phenomena all over again. All right, where are we placing him? Maybe C.
C, yeah.
It's S A B C. Okay. Mobius N.
At least A.
I think he goes higher than that, actually.
Fair.
All right.
He carries the
S tier and
yeah.
S tier, and let's move on. We've got more characters. Okay.
Mobius M. How do we feel about Mobius
High
M?
A tier because like I'll say like high A tier because like I want to put her in S, but at the same time she's not around long enough to justify that.
Understandable. Although the fact that she sacrificed her existence for her alternate self, that like fuck me, man. Also, the Eclipse Homecoming is the greatest series of events in RPG history. Fuck you, fight me.
Although,
right,
like,
next.
I feel like it's more like I don't want to live anymore, but I know you want to live, so let's trade places.
Mobius
Like, I wouldn't
Z.
really call it like a sacrifice per se.
Mobius Z.
Alright, I thought he was boring, but it's only been a month and people were complaining about Xenoblade 2 again. I think he had a point.
Yeah.
He has a point. Some people just want to exist in the endless now, so that puts him in B tier alone.
I think he's better than that myself. I tweeted about this today. I actually kind of get it. I think that Z is like interesting when you think about, like, first of all, the collective unconsciousness, which is a developing element in the background of the Xenoblade series at this point, from Future Connected and now Xenoblade 3 proper. There's that element, like how, you know, he's literally a manifestation of humanity's fears and shit. That's cool. But more importantly than that, I like the theatrics of his battle. Like, the battlefield is literally a theater, and like he's like a fucking dramatic edgy like theater kid basically in terms of how he fights and shit. Like I love that. It fits into the theme where like also like how he's like he's basically like the manifestation of everything that Mobius is, and like Mobius is kind of just like a abstract allegory for like the elites controlling the world, and like how like kids are just like told, okay, you die for the line now. There's like that element to him as well. And then there's how he was defeated, which I thought was actually kind of interesting. How it's like, because he's like embodies a concept, you cannot destroy a concept. But N and M ceased to exist physically. They existed conceptually. And how do you destroy a concept? With another concept. You overcome nihilism with hope. And that kind of just brings together the whole theme of the series. So, like, as an individual, he's not as he's not as interesting as Malos. Certainly no Jin, certainly no Egil, but I don't think he's nearly as bad as people are saying. I'll go high-ish B. Just that final battle was badass. That was my Avengers Endgame moment. Anyways, Console S. Or Shania.
She sucks, but A.
She sucks, but A.
A, because she sucks as a person, but she does her job as a villain too good for me. If I ever met her in real life, I'm punching her in the throat.
Okay.
Yeah, on the one hand,
Immediately.
I want to strangle her, but on the other hand, I want to hug her. She doesn't deserve
On the
any
one
of
hand,
this.
like your life was shit. You had a shit mother, which kind of resonates with me personally. Oh God, but like,
Okay.
Council J,
Mobius
high
J.
A tier.
High A. He's like the linchpin in a lot of these characters' developments. And there's like the whole thing about like how he's basically slowly going insane, and you put that together because he realized that he was fucked. Because like when you ascend to Mobius, you become one with all of your alternative selves, and he just sees like, oh, it's literally my destiny to just get stepped on. Well, fuck all of you people. Fuck this world. That would be me. Can't say I'd be much different. People say he's an annoying, whiny bitch. I say that's kind of
Walk a mile in his shoes.
yeah.
I mean, if I was in this world, I'd probably be an annoying, whiny bitch too.
Console D. Mobius D. Let's just say that D can be an illusion for all of the Mobius alphabet soup motherfuckers. I like
Sure.
the
Alright, C.
element. I like the element of him being of how Mobius are like so completely disconnected with the people that their lives they're ruining because like they just want to exist themselves. They don't give a shit about everyone else besides them. That's deliciously villainy. And in D's case, I think he's probably the best one of the alphabet soup gang. But unfortunately, we just don't get enough time with him. Although there is one interesting implication, which is that he might actually be Mumkar's son and or descendant. And if that's the case, please extrapolate on DLC. That would make him retroactively far more interesting. A, B, okay, S, A, B, alright, we'll see.
Yeah, alright.
Console C, or
K.
Chris.
Wait, what's this?
He's C.
Oh, okay.
Chris.
His name's spelled weird.
It's C-Y-R-S. You are probably Shulk and Fiora's son, and I feel so fucking horrible for you. It's what he's probably is. It's what he's probably supposed to be. He looks exactly fucking like Shulk and Fiora.
Depression, man.
And then there's like the fact that like, and then like if he is Shulk and Fiora's kid, then he fits in with the theme of like Shulk and Fiora, how like they seized their own destiny. Well, you know, he resists the flow by, or like he like resists the will to like pass on, so he willingly gets himself killed each time until he became Mobius just because he wanted to meet Noah again. Like that shit's pain. Fuck me. Fuck.
Yes.
I'll say low A. I just wish you got more development. All right, we're
I
gonna
mean,
reorganize.
kind of hard to have more development when they're dead before the game starts, and then oh look at that, they're Mobius now, and then he dies again, but for real this time, forever.
Well, until the Origin rebooted reality.
Well, yeah.
I would never have guessed in a million years that Shulk and Fiora's kid would be a villain, but Monolith Soft. All right.
I don't have any real points of contention.
I mean, it's a tier list. I don't care that much.
That's fair.
I got most of what I want.
Let's just
So I'll just
assume.
make peace with that.
Let's just assume all of this is factually correct.
My opinions
This
are
is
the
not
only.
factually correct.
My opinions are the only correct ones. Fuck you. Fight me.
If you disagree, like,
You're
comment,
on this
subscribe.
channel, so these opinions are law. Deal with it.
Yeah. Good series. Peak fiction.
Yes.
Alright, I am tired. I am going to take a fat shit and then go to sleep. Later, everybody.
All right. Well, this was Scott. I was joined by a bunch of friends who slowly fell like flies. And I'm going to peace out now. Bye.